Morning, guys. We're live. It's the 5th of December. We're Signal Centre talking ball. Joe Neighbour, Steve O'Hare, and Ian Coleman.
Yo,
Good morning, guys.
good morning.
Morning.
All good?
Yeah, not as
Yes.
good as you. You knocking another one out of the park yesterday.
Bitcoin come through for me yesterday. That was a 3.9R winner. 6 on the bounce now.
Oh, all right.
15.9R on 6 trades.
Bloody
Jesus
hell.
Christ.
I could do that on one.
Yeah, you
watch
could
me.
do. Let's have a quick look at where we stand overall then.
Do we? Do we need to?
Can do. Just really for this is what I'm interested in. The team aspect.
There's
What
no
about a
INT, mate.
So we are 22.47% up over 27 episodes of Talking Ball, which I think is pretty good going.
It's a
Yeah.
lovely rally up there, isn't it? From,
Yeah.
what is it, the 29th?
I think that's how it will go. We'll see sort of up moves, consolidations, and then
Yeah.
moves to new highs. Just keeping that consistency.
14.9.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't mind, does he?
Takes some catching, doesn't he?
So I'm going to
When
try
he's
and...
off for 2 weeks, we could have a
Oh,
little
yeah.
divvy up.
Nice. Should be able to smash it right down then.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll
so-
say Joe sent this trade idea in
yeah, okay.
from Thailand.
Right, so I'm looking at silver today.
Ooh.
Okay. I'm interested in what you've got to say on silver because obviously we've had quite a decent move over the last couple of days. Well, a decent rally and then a rejection yesterday. So
Yeah, I mean, I don't really do much on the commodities front, but I quite like the look of this today. We've got that engulfing that we saw yesterday, or outside bar, and it looks like we're certainly heading lower from highs of what we've seen earlier this morning. And what I was looking at on the hourly chart was a bear flag.
Yep, got that.
So I had that move from obviously yesterday's highs, bit of a consolidation and a break lower again this morning. So the measured move target of that is down at 1637. So I'm just going to go a little bit in front of that with my target at 1639 today. Selling now at 1687, and I'm going to place a stop just above the high of the bull flag at 1696. So 5R if that comes in.
How does that target line up with the bottom of that wedge that you just showed on the daily chart? 16.4.
Yeah, pretty much bang on.
Yeah, nice. I like it. You
So
need a
that's
little,
my
maybe a
trade
little
for
bit
today.
of. You need a little bit of maybe dollar strength for that.
I
Really,
think you're gonna get
It looks like you're getting a bit of a bounce.
Yeah, I think you're gonna get a corrective bounce in the dollar.
Coolio.
Do you want to go, Stevie?
No, I'm rock bottom, mate. You go. I'll let you.
I'm gonna really waffle now. Get ready for a waffle.
If you all want to switch off and
waffles.
then tune back in after about 15 minutes.
I'm showing this MT4 first. That's how I'm going to show about 80. I am talking about D-Mark. How did you know that? Dollar CAD, massive sell-off yesterday. 13 count on the 30-minute chart. If you go to most correlated pairs, as far as CAD's concerned, they've all got these 13 counts. 13 counts, apart from cable. 13 count to the upside, CAD yen. So basically that normally highlights at the end of a trend or at least a correction to the downside. Now, if we go to the normal charts, he says, Euro
hasn't got all them numbers on it. It's confusing everyone.
Towards a 261.8% fib. I mean, the long-term bias when you're looking at Euro CAD is still to the downside. So you've got all of these. You've got these 13 counts. All I'm using today is correlation because that's about the only thing that I can find.
Yeah.
So a lot of the Canadian crosses are highlighting that we should see a correction in the Canadian dollar. So I'm going to jump on this one, dollar CAD, just for a correction to the upside. And the R is not very particularly sexy, but so I'm looking to buy a dollar CAD in a correction towards 132.38. The price at the moment is 131.87. So I've lost 2 ticks there. Stop at 131.60.
Is
So
that a
like I say,
D-mark
it
stop,
is.
Ian?
Sorry,
Is that a D-mark stop?
it will be. Yeah, I mean, I
Okay.
haven't calculated it exactly. It's going back to dollar CAD. It's the. In fact, I have calculated it exactly because I did it in my morning. No, I haven't actually. It's the high and the high and the low of that candle, 92.80, 93.80, 13 off, 67, 131.67 is the D-mark stop.
Oh, you've had your flip in that market as well.
My
You've had
stop's
your-
at 131.60.
I mean, if you thought that was the end, that was the bottom there, could you not have a stop tighter than that?
I
Yeah,
don't
Improve
know.
your
and
arm?
then you could
do.
get your R will go through the roof.
No, I'm not going to though, because I like to stick to my D-marks. So
Nice,
Cool.
lovely. Well, so weak Canadian dollar, is that the weak oil as well?
but yes, which is what you're going to go for.
So
Isn't it?
yes, and I'll explain a bit more about the R now. So oil, obviously, there's lots of things going on. We've had this really decent sell-off, and we had the rally back yesterday. They've got the OPEC meetings this week, so that adds a bit of spice to everything. You've got obviously other countries, Nigeria, Iran, the Saudis, all sort of talking about. Well, Saudis talking about flooding the market with oil, so that would obviously counteract this move from yesterday. So there's a lot going on, and you've still got the US-Iran tensions. You've got, there's sort of like the trade war still going on. So plenty to think about. Now, this is my intraday trade idea today. Just going back to what I've been saying to gun to the head trade. Yesterday, I went with Bitcoin. The previous 2 days, I was going with oil, looking for this buy move to occur. So should have really stuck to my guns there. Didn't do it. But it's got back up to these levels, this 58.75, 70.75 area. I mean, obviously, longer term chart was still right in the middle of a big triangle. But the sort of the one that's really interesting for me is this sort of channel where it's resisted 3 or 4 times now, been supported a couple of times. So I'm still negative on oil around these levels, around these highs. So I'm going to get short. What's it? 58.21 at the moment. Take that. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to bring my stop really a bit tighter. So I'm going to do it at 58.81, just above the 75
That's your
level.
entry. Yes.
Oh, that's my entry. And I'm going to go for the washback trade right down. Let's get greedy.
Greed is good.
Sometimes, only sometimes. 55.01. And how much R? 5.3 R. I might change my tack a little bit if I keep dropping these R's every day, and maybe go back to a more sound risk reward, and which may be a bit more achievable. So yeah, that's my trade idea today. A little bit of fundamentals going on, which could lead to a decent volatility. So I'm going to keep it. You know what? Let's really put the cat amongst the pigeons. 8R. There you go. I'm going to put it on that line.
Straight back in the game.
Yeah. 58.61 stop, 58.21 entry, 40 tick stop, and I'm looking for 320 pips to the downside. You're welcome, everyone. You're welcome.
Do you reckon Trump's working for a fund?
I wouldn't be surprised.
He always got quite a few mates in one. Just wrong foot in the market every day, isn't he?
Yeah, I think China would be doing the same thing, won't they?
Yeah.
Everyone's obviously got access to the financial markets. A friend of a friend. Know what I mean, son?
Well, yeah. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Cough, cough. Wouldn't be surprised at all that there's someone controlling these you
Give them
know,
all back now. Sell them, give them all back.
well, if he, you know, obviously it doesn't look like he's going to get what's it called, indicted, blah blah
No.
blah.
And he's got 10 days until that
Impeached.
15th for deck, which everybody's focusing on now, aren't they?
Yeah.
If we might have a little bit of a snooze now, but
We've got an election on the 12th, don't forget.
Yeah.
yes.
I mean, sterling looking good, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's
that
just
was
ripping, isn't it now?
what, 6-month highs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just broken above that quite psychological 130 level.
Yeah,
Continued optimism about a Conservative majority. I mean, I don't think it's that cut and dry, to be honest.
Yeah,
No,
you
I
might
don't.
get. I
I don't
think you
believe
might
it.
get a bit of a shock at some point, but
Yeah, we keep saying this, don't we? It's sort of like you don't want to get complacent about it. I think, you know, the more in the lead the Conservatives are, that then some people think, oh, I won't bother voting because they've won it anyway. If
Maybe that's their
they won.
tactic.
Yeah, very possibly. Could be, or you know, I don't know. Maybe the Russians are involved in the media.
I read something about the Russian involvement and that they just like to create uncertainty and sort of chaos. So they're sort of putting political, you know, bits and pieces out for both sides of the party so that no one really knows what to do. So eventually it ends up being a hung parliament, and then it's just more of the same.
Yeah,
More instability.
I mean, Euro sterling. I mean, a couple of decent levels in Euro sterling to watch. A little bit lower. It's 83. These previous swing lows, but we've broken.
It's taken out a fib as well at 50 this morning. 84.50, 161.8% extension. I got it wrong yesterday. It cost me an R.
I was looking at sterling New Zealand, Steve, if you want to get that up.
Oh yeah. I think we got triggered on a long overnight, didn't we, on this?
That's not sort of potentially forming a bit of a flag, maybe. If you look at the hourly for a 4 hour, there is a gap from the weekend that is just being filled now.
Oh yeah, just here. Yeah, nice.
So maybe a counter trend trade if someone was interested in looking to sell sterling. I think New Zealand dollar looks pretty strong overall. So if you're going to sell sterling, then you want to be selling it against or whatever the strongest currency is at the moment. And I think New Zealand dollar is making a good case for that.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Although we are long of it and we don't really want loads of people selling it. Otherwise, we won't hit our target today.
Okay.
So
keep buying it, guys.
No, yeah, it's just this flag I've been watching. I think we had this
I mean, you've got to go with the underlying trend on that, you know, and expect it to break out, I think.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, break out to the upside.
Yeah.
You know, could be a little while yet after the election or whatever. And then because
it just shows you how strong New Zealand dollar is, though, because all the other currencies sterling related are all trading up at highs.
Yeah. What about Aussie? Aussie's a little
bit.
Yeah,
Aussie's at new highs.
Yeah. Yeah. Very interesting. New Zealand dollar and Canadian dollar, bit of movement in there then.
Yeah, potentially.
Euro dollar looks like might be forming a little head and shoulders on short time frames. You know, when you're talking about that corrective dollar move.
Which one? Who's?
Euro dollar, but only on the 1 hour chart. I mean, and it's just coming off a 261.8% fib, which is at 111.05. But obviously, if it moves lower, I think that's an opportunity to buy it, not to sell it.
So if it creates a head and shoulder, let's do it from.
There's loads of support around about 110.36, 110.30.
Obviously, from a technical perspective, you'd look to be selling the break here.
Yeah.
110.60. Yeah, euro dollar. I feel a bit bullish on euro dollar.
I am long term.
Yeah.
I think a lot of support for 110.36, 110.30. It's a good band of support down there.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm not doing anything around these levels.
No, it's sort of a little bit middly, isn't it?
Yeah.
Middly diddly. Very well-known technical term.
Data-wise today, we've got Eurozone GDP at 10.
Yep.
What data do we have out this morning? I mean, I don't know. It's obviously not relevant because we don't do much of
German
it. But
factory orders,
Spanish
wasn't it?
industrial output came in at 1.1, and the 1.1%. The previous was 3%. So that's quite substantially lower than it was last time.
US trade balance, half one. Continuing jobless claims at half one.
And we've
Initial
got
jobless
Canadian
claims.
Ivy PMI.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
quite well watched. Might give my little dollar CAD a boost if I'm still awake by 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Late night, was it?
No, early night. I was actually in bed about 9:30. I just feel like Wurzel at the moment.
Okay.
Oh, you've brushed your hair. You've got a nice little bit of styly going on there. You look quite well groomed.
Apart from the beard.
Oh, I think that looks
I'm
all right.
going for the Santa look.
Yeah, nice.
Scare the kids.
Yeah, mine's going a little bit grey. I didn't think ginger people went grey. I didn't think they went bald, to be honest, but that's not true.
All right, guys. So let's wrap it up there then. Good luck with your trades and catch you guys tomorrow.
Cheers. I would say the same to you, Joe, but I wouldn't mean it. So it's pointless. Good luck.
See you later.